Hi Sagittarius. My goodness. What is it with Sagittarius? I said hi Sagittarius to Capricorn yesterday and you are Aquarius. Hi Aquarius. Welcome to the channel of love. I'm here to do you a November tarot and oracle reading. I am using the fairy tarot and the fairy oracle. I'm going to be pulling you Aquarius 15 cards and we shall see what the story is for you for the month of November. Okay. The song that's coming through is "It'll be lonely this Christmas without you to hold this Christmas." We have Mr. Fly that's appeared. I was taken to like Marty McFly, actually George McFly. Your shoelaces are undone, McFly. I'm not very good with accents, but Back to the Future. I think that could be what this reading's about because it felt like it would be lonely this Christmas without you to hold, but I still feel like someone's moving on, and that's all it is loneliness around the Christmas period, being around someone. It feels like it's routine, but I feel like someone's actually leaving that connection, and they put their focus back to the future. Sounded like some birds that were flying away home. Okay, here is the story. Bottom of the deck, Prince of Autumn. He's dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. So I'm feeling this energy. I want to try and explain it to you. Okay, so if you're in a family situation and you have maybe your traditional kind of Christmas, it becomes part of a routine, and you'd rather have that than spend Christmas alone. But where it says here, kindness to others, you know, the other energy that comes through is it's never a good time to break up a connection, to split up a relationship, because you've either got someone's birthday that's due, Valentine's Day, an anniversary, Christmas is coming, well, it's kind of Easter time, well, it's near Valentine's Day, and all these excuses to keep us held. And I feel like it's under obligation. It feels like that's what it feels like. Okay, I feel like I'm having a little chat to myself. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Okay, so we have the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles. He would be actually the Knight of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. Okay, he'll be somebody that's thinking a long time about. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, so we say. But he will think very carefully about something before he takes action, but he can be an overthinker. Right, we need to get into this reading because I've not even read the cards yet. Okay. Three of Winter, there's this heartbreak, and that's where I felt it will be lonely this Christmas without you to hold. I felt a very Christmas feeling to this. I'm not feeling that this is a very good energy. I'm not sure what's going on with the icicles here. Again, you may want to watch the Sagittarius reading. That's what I said to Capricorn. The next card is moving on, the Six of Swords. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. This card actually says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation and sadness that will heal in time. It actually says sadness that will heal with time. So we're playing with time because I'm feeling the energy of going back to the future. Okay. The Sun energy. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitudes for the blessings of life. It's quite a confusing energy on my table. All I can really see in this picture is a unicorn. King of Autumn, he is, I want to call him the father card. He is the husband, the father. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. And then we have the Two of Cups, the Two of Summer. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Jeez. There does feel this energy of wanting to, this person, this bear, wants to move on. He wants to move away, but I feel like obligations, commitments keep pulling him back. So he keeps trying to look for the brighter side of life. Because there's this energy here of your commitments. It's the father card, the husband card. And I actually feel like this masculine now is, even though his intentions were to move on, move away, I feel like his heartstrings have been pulled. I'm having a look to see if there's any pulling going on. I feel that's inner conflict. With the Five of Wands, that's normally internal battles, like you're fighting with yourself. What do you do? What don't you do? Four of Spring. Be grateful. You have so much to, it doesn't say so much to celebrate. It says you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. And I do feel this masculine is trying to renew this connection for the sake of Christmas. That's what I feel. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. Okay, the energy changes here, and I have to be truthful with you because next we have your legacy. And I feel that if you renew this connection, even though at one point, you were adamant that you were moving away from this connection, you're revisiting it. I do feel it's let's not call it toxic, it's a karmic cycle that you're wrapped up in. It's a karmic loop that you're in. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Focus back to the future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. Now here's the legacy, and it seems to be a cheerful, I feel, youngster. Although I do feel it's the Divine Feminine's energy, where this is more of a karmic partner that's here to teach you, I'd say, some valuable lessons on self-worth. But this gentleman is not looking at this shiny pentacle that this youngster has. And next we have the Divine Feminine's energy. I mean, this says here, a windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. But I feel this masculine is not changing anything. I'm not sure he knows what to change. I was going to say about Einstein's theory of insanity. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We have the renewal, then we have the Ace of Pentacles, then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine. Reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Then we have this tug of war, pulling on the heartstrings. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. I do feel as if this is a lot for this masculine to take on board. It's like it would take too much effort. Too much will need to change for him to be in this state of actual peacefulness, bliss within. And I feel that's what feeling at odds with yourself or others is, because this masculine's not being authentic to himself. A people pleaser, or he doesn't want to be a party pooper. Okay, break up the party. Eight of Summer. I actually feel this is the Divine Feminine's energy. She's moving on, the desire for a more meaningful life. So she is desiring a more meaningful life, where this masculine, he desires a more meaningful life, but it doesn't seem as if he's brave enough to actually step forth and put that into action. Just a lot of ideas. It's kind of a lot of empty wishes. The Awakening is next. It says here, the desire for a more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes, where this masculine's not choosing to make any major life changes. We do have the Awakening next, but I do feel the Divine Feminine in this energy is that she can see the deal. She knows the deal here. And it's time to move on. This masculine just lacks courage. We have the Hangman who's next, the Awakening. We've got the Yin Yang here. He's got his foot on it. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in the action. So this is kind of like a trade-off, trading off your legacy for creature comforts, for your comfort zone, to be able to stay in your comfort zone. Well, after the Awakening card, the Hangman, if this masculine was to change the way that he was looking at the situation and embraced his uniqueness, you can see there's a temporary pause. That takes me to, well, with the Hangman, you can always maybe look at that as the fight, flight, or freeze card, and he's frozen with the Hangman. Frozen in time. Ace of Spring is next, the Ace of Wands. So it's like after the Awakening, we have it's time to take action, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. There's amazing career opportunities. And I feel like this could happen maybe around the Christmas time, but maybe after Christmas, or it depends. I don't feel this masculine's going to leave his situation because of Christmas. Oh, okay. What come through yesterday was like Jack Frost, and I'm thinking now about Jack Skeleton, and it's a Nightmare Before Christmas. Queen of Autumn, that is the wife card, the mother card, generous, stylish, gracious and practical. I feel like this, here you are here, trying to make something of nothing. I'm going to say that. And then we actually have your true power partner, apparently. They give you power. Your true power partner's on the other side of the Awakening, which I believe is the Divine Feminine. The Nine of Autumn is the Divine feminine when she's single, and then the Queen of Autumn is obviously a feminine who is committed to another and to others. It's a motherly, nurturely energy. Justice comes next. Oh, let me just read what this says here. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Well, this masculine at the moment is not able to make your dreams come true. They're empty wishes, they're empty dreams. There's no oomph behind them. There's okay. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Masculine and the feminine here with the sword of resurrection. I actually feel that this is the divine masculine, divine feminine's inner child coming through. I feel like this is the feminine trying to tempt the masculine here. But you have to remember that the bottom of the deck is a prince here who is very cautious. He wants to make the wisest move. It's like he's one of the three wise men. Guys, that's what I have for you. Does it make sense? I believe it makes sense. It's really about a masculine who's too afraid to change his circumstances. Wishes for more. He does have dreams, but it's like these dreams are dwindling away. And it's trading off for the legacy, unless he wakes up. Okay, let's see what the fairy of the oracles, or the oracle of the fairies, would like to say to you, Aquarius. I would suggest that you check out Sagittarius's reading for November. Lost and Found. Oh, we got two cards. Very similar colours. Just by that there. Lost and Found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realised were lost. And I do feel as if this masculine maybe doesn't even realise, he doesn't know how to get out of it. He's kind of so lost in this cycle. It's like, who's in your inner circle? Who should be in your inner circle? And who should be distanced? Lost and Found. The Lost and Found fairy collects lost treasures and keeps them for a rainy day, revealing them when they're needed most. She is attracted to shiny things. Interesting. So it's like the feminine is trying to show you what she's found after being lost. And it does feel like the masculine here is quite lost in a maze. In a maze? Maybe in amazement. He's found himself lost here. She is attracted to shiny things and often keeps company with magpies and crows. For they too have a keen eye for things that sparkle. If you see these birds, this fairy is probably nearby. Now, I've been seeing magpies. I actually have been listening to the magpies with their song, and I can now recognise a magpie's call. So I've been seeing magpies and hearing them. If you've misplaced something, either materially or spiritually, call on this helpful fairy to find it. She will often leave little hints, tips and clues. She may remind you to be practical, for example. I'm so not in the flow with your reading, so I do apologise. She may remind you to be practical. For example, if you've lost your keys, retrace your last steps in your mind. Where were you when you last saw them? This very often appears in autumn and winter time. In autumn, animals often bury food ready to sustain themselves during the colder months, and seeing them do this could be a sign to stash away the things that will sustain you too during this period. Who do you want in your inner circle during this period? These could be material things such as food and money. Remember, she is a very practical fairy. Or you might stash away cherished memories inside your heart and tap into them whenever you need a spiritual boost. The Lost and Found fairy also reminds us that it's okay to lose things. Perhaps you never really needed them anyway, or their time and purpose has been served. It's no use crying over spilt milk could also be the message she brings. Let it go, get a cloth and clean it up, then go and get some more milk. Ideally vegan, nut milk, if you really need it. Interesting. And stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intention will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Stargazing. This card says, the answer you seek is in the stars. And I picked that up yesterday about it being written in the stars. So this card says, the answer you seek is in the stars. This can literally mean looking up into the night sky and stargazing. Stargazing is like a form of divination. Allow your gaze to drift around the sky and see what flows into your mind. Fairies can be very active when the stars begin to appear and shine upon their surroundings. This also applies to you, except the stars are illuminating your current situation so that a solution could be more easily seen. Stargazing can bring about a deep sense of peace and can also help you to put things into perspective. Look how tiny the stars appear to be, yet this is only an illusion. Conversely, perhaps something in your life appears to be bigger than it is in reality. Do you have an interest in astronomy? If not, this card may be saying that it's time to explore this area. The insight you seek may also be found in astrology. This may be in a daily horoscope, or it could be the perfect time to have your birth chart created by a professional so you can see the energy currents at play in your life. This doesn't mean you have to change your life, but be aware of certain astrological patterns. But being aware of certain astrological patterns can be helpful as you move forward. Even by watching these star signs readings. That's it. Aquarius, there's your reading. Not an easy one to get out, but it is done. Okay, guys, I wish you an absolutely fantastic November, even if it does turn out to be a nightmare before Christmas. You've got the dreamer underneath here. Never let go of your dreams. Okay. Guys, have a fantastic month and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care, much love. Bye for now.